inside of Fisch right now, there is a current meta you probably should be using before they, either patch this in the next upcoming update or just, you want to make money before the next upcoming update. So this is the current best meta for money, and I'm going to be showing you this alongside the other few of my favorite. Now, obviously, you're like, oh, but Sergeant, you only have 29 million. I know something happened and I have to use a new account. Not new, but I have to use a different account. And I used to have 6 billion on my other account, and I will be using this exact method to make back all that money. So with that being said, this is the strategies that we will be using. So first thing, and today might just be your lucky day, but if you're watching this video within 1 week of it coming out, then you will actually be able to enter into my Roblox set giveaway. I'm going to be giving away every single fish for this. And to enter, all you need to do is go down and click that hype button and then hype this video, and then go and comment your Roblox username down below. But once again, hype this video, comment your Roblox username, and that will enter you into the Roblox giveaway. And I'm going to be giving this away to multiple people. Just as a quick note, the rods you're using are very important. So from what I can tell, at least for the most part, obviously, I don't have the rods anymore to use as a show and display, but the Luminescent Oath is the current one I'm rocking right now for money. It seems to be pretty reliable, especially since I was able to get Sea King and Sea Prince. Someone from my Discord server gave me some cosmic relics. So if you do want to join my Discord server, we do run atomic nukes, auroras. We have a great trading server. You should check that out. That'll be in the description. But one of the main things about the reason why this one's nice, at least, is it's not too difficult to get. And on top of that, Mastered is a really broken mutation, and alongside with Mastered, that is strange. But alongside the Mastered mutation, we also can have fish being 45% bigger with these two mutations. Now, obviously, I don't have Exalted Relics, but if I did have Exalted Relics, I could enchant this to get Sea Overlord. Sea Overlord will make fish caught 55% bigger. So technically, with the fish that are most optimal for money, you technically don't have to worry about having a good rod like Ruinous Oath compared to Luminescent Oath, since, what you benefit out of it is both relatively the same. Obviously, the Ruinous Oath is easier to use and has better luck, meaning you might make a bit more on average, but nonetheless, Luminescent Oath is really good to get. Now, to get this, it's really simple. Luminescent Cavern, you go down there, you get the bestiary unlocked, and then you can buy it for 1 million. It's super simple and a really good rod for being, not that difficult to get. Now, the next thing is going to be where you want to fish. Now, another recommendation for rods is realistically any rod that has a ability to boost size and money. Because obviously some people argue tryhard rod is good for having the highest mutation, but the true is you can't increase fish size with enchants because you have to get enchants to make it even a usable rod. So personal preference, Nate's Blade is really good, especially if you get Sea Overlord and Sea Prince on that, because Nate's Blade with Sea Overlord and Sea Prince is going to grant you a 155% increase to fish size, which is super, super valuable. That and then the 4x mutation is already better than tryhard, but that didn't fabulous rod. Luminescent Oath and Ruinous are pretty broken, so I'm going to show you real quick the best spots in my current opinion that you can use. So just had to buy the new boat. So we're going to go on over firstly to Sunstone Island. This is the best, not best, but one of the best spots to fish just an average for money, XP, really anything. So you'll come here, right, Sunstone Island, and you'll fish here. So at Sunstone Island, this is what I'm getting at. So as you see, we got this thing, we got the Speed Core, very valuable. This one's really small, but you can get some that are near 4 kg on average, so 4 times the size with decent enchants. But Speed Core has a pretty good base sell value. I'll show that in a second. And this fish right here, so this one is bigger than normal, as you can see by the golden text, but I'll show you these value now with an Aurora. And realistically, any bait, I know the Luminescent Larva is pretty good, which you can get from these bait crates right here. So I'll just get a few and show you. You see we got a few. Now these are obviously more rare, but they are really, really overpowered. So the reason for this, we look at their stats. Luminous Larva, 175 universal, 10 lure speed, so really good bait just in general for pretty much anything. So what we'll do is we'll take this bait, right, I'll show you the value. Yeah, so over here, right, we got the Speed Core. Actually, we'll do a big Speed Core. This one, you tell me the price of this fish is worth just roughly around 11,000. We'll just say 11,400. Now, if you got Mastered on that, 9x that, and then you also got a better size to it with a better rod enchant, it'll be worth even more. And then say this fish right here, this one, once again, no big giant or anything on it, no mutation. This one's going to be worth almost 9,000. So once again, if you got big or giant, that would be roughly nearly 2 times that size. So 2 times that size and value. So you could have nearly a 15,000 on average base price. And then you multiply that by 9x from the mutation Mastered, and you can catch that fish really commonly. Also, don't question, someone joined and popped a nuke at Moosewood on accident. That was kind of funny. But the next pretty good spot is going to be actually Carrot Garden. Now, the reason why a lot of people are kind of obsessed with Carrot Garden is for a few reasons, but mainly being, I mean, you can get there relatively simple. The value of the fish here, once again, during Auroras and with the nerfed price of Auroras, these are, or not nerfed, but the lowered prices of Auroras, you can get great value here. So here in the Carrot Garden, pretty much you just fish in this body of water. The reason for this is there are some exotics in this zone that when you catch them, I mean, on average, you can get pretty good value out of them. And then alongside that, I believe the base sell value of the exotic is around 10,000. Once again, just yet another one. You get big or giant on it, you get mastered on it, something like that. You can get tremendous value out of it. Now, obviously, there are other spots which I'll show you the fish values because, you know, on a new account, I can't exactly go there. But another decent spot is actually going to be in the cultist layer. So I'll show you this, what I'm talking about. So let's start with the first one. So the first fish you'll get is going to be the Cthulid as an average base sell value of roughly 8,000. Actually, no, never mind. Its base is 11,000. So it's a base sell value of 11,000. Now this one is the first one you can unlock during a Cthulid abundance. So this will spawn in. You can simply see it by equipping the fish radar, this thing right here. Yeah, you'll equip this. You can see the zone. You can see this. This is really good value, but obviously this is one of the ones where when it does spawn in, you should probably try to get it, but obviously it's not always going to be spawned in. Then the next is the Cthulith. So the Cthulith is pretty much just the better version of it because you have to get into the passage of oaths, which is higher than the passage or the Hall of Whispers. So you have to get further into the cultist layer, and this one is a bit harder to catch, but obviously, you know, way better sell value, a bit over 2,000 more out of this. And then on top of that, once again, you get, you know, basic mutations on it. You get something like Sea Prince, Sea King, Sea Prince, Sea Overlord on your rod, and then, you know, you pull like mastered consistently on it. It's literally, from what I can tell, it's like you catch it nearly almost every other time. Like I seem to have on average literally like every other one I catch is it. So I think it's roughly like a 40 to 50% chance you catch it. Now the main reason this is way better than other spots is, say, the speed core obviously is worth technically less. Here's the speed core. So its base is 10,000. So it has a base of 10,000. Obviously it has an average of around 10,000 as well, but the base is just a bit higher than the average. So the main thing I like about the speed core is, I mean, it's way easier to get. Honestly, you don't have to, you can also stay there for longer, because with the Cthulid or Cthulith, you have to wait for that event to start. So you have to obviously go to that zone once it spawns in, and you have to wait for it to spawn in once it despawns, things like that. You can't be optimal with only doing the Cthulith instead of the Cthulid. But for the most part, once you've done that, the better thing as well is the way you sell your fish can make you more money. So there's two ways you can sell your fish to make more money. Firstly is during the Ammon Abuse Gold Storm. Obviously you sell during Gold Storm, you make 3 times more. I think it's 3 to 3.5, I don't know, but you sell for roughly 3 times as much. Now, why this is kind of nice, sell for 3 times as much. Say you have a, you know, few hundred million of fish in your inventory, you sell for 3 times that. You could make over $1 billion easily because you make 3 times as much. Now, the next thing is obviously if you can't wait till a gold storm, what you'll do is you'll wait for a rainbow event, join a server till they run a rainbow event, or use the weather matrix to get a rainbow event, or you can, you know, do angler quests, which I mean are pretty simple, till you get a rainbow totem, pop that after you have enough fish in your inventory to sell for a lot. Now, I would only really recommend doing that specifically once you have just a bulk amount of fish and you're specifically wanting to do that, because if, you know, you just have some fish and you're like, oh, I should get something rainbow so I could, you know, I should get the rainbow event so I can do that, it's not worth it, only unless you have the, you know, starting goal of doing that. But for the most part, I would also recommend, depending on the season, you can fish in the Blue Moon area, which from what I can tell is really good for money. Now, the only thing about Blue Moon is you can activate it using things like the Blue Moon Totem, but the only issue is I think you have to wait for the winter season to actually be able to use it. And once you do that, I mean, you can just fish there, but for the most part, I mean, you have to wait till winter, which is like every other day, I think. Now, one thing you can do is use glitched potions to actually make more. Obviously, you can get these in numerous ways, one of which being from the black market. Another one, you can get them from daily rewards in the new system they added for daily rewards, but the black market's obviously the easier way to get it. I would really only use glitch totems during like atomic nukes or anything like that. But as you see in challenges, this is one of the most common rewards is that. So you can obviously get them every like 15 minutes. You can do a new challenge every day. You get a skip challenge for free. For the most part though, I mean, realistically, it's just up to your own efforts. I would really only recommend though, once again, using glitched potions when you can during like really specific events like Ammon Abuse. You can get those fish, like really big fish, use a glitch potion, then you can take those and sell them, because obviously they're not the best for the aquarium anymore, but they do sell for a lot. So you can do that. But for the most part, pretty much going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Yeah, and I'll see you later.